Hey, I'm Josh, the founder of the Accountability Group, and I'm also Josh, an addict. And right now it happens to be caffeine, which is substantially better than all the other substances I used to put in my body a while ago. It was bad. But I mean, if you've ever been to the meeting before the meeting or the meeting after the meeting, generally two things happen, or during the meeting. Before the meeting and after the meeting, people are smoking, and during the meeting, people are slamming coffee. That's just everywhere I've been, like every state, most of Europe. I didn't understand a lot of the languages when I was over there, so I had to find like expats and go to like the meetings that they went to. But that's generally what you find. I don't really like coffee, to be honest with you, so I drink like a lot of energy drinks, like Red Bull, but my favorite is Nas because it reminds me of Orangina when I lived in Germany. It was fantastic. All right, so today's the 14th, and I've probably already mentioned it once, but it's a big day because my boy John, he's celebrating his 1 year, and I get to chair and like talk about him, so that's cool. And how I've seen him grow over the past year. So it's been a cool year and a cool experience, and I've been, just keeping my fingers crossed, because he can turn into a tornado. He and I are different. Like, he calls himself, like, I have him, and excuse my language, that's why I don't make any of these things for kids, but in my phone he's called John the fucking Tornado. And I told him, I was like, yeah, the metaphor that I use to describe my life is like a high-speed train that's derailed, headed towards a nuclear reactor that's melting down, while a 777 is on fire crashing into it. Like, that's how bad my life gets. Like, I basically just destroy everything, and a tornado is pretty much the same thing, except mine is like, I got people on the train, like, the nuclear reactor's just gonna like destroy like miles and miles of stuff, and there's just gonna be radiation everywhere. And then the 747 is obviously, or 777 is obviously fully packed on fire, and like it's all gonna go bad. Like, my metaphor is intense. But yeah, let's get into July 14th of Keep It Simple. So, July 14th. Most of the evils of life, oh sorry, I forgot. Or I might have already said it. Hi, I'm Josh, the founder of the Accountability Group, and hi, I'm Josh, I'm an addict, and today we'll be reading out of Keep It Simple. Most of the evils of life arise from man's being unable to sit still in a room. Our program teaches us to slow down. We learn to slow down by taking time out. During these timeouts, we look at our values and see if we're staying true to them. Because of that, meditation is an important part of our program. It asks us to take a bit of time to let ourselves not be rushed. We get to just look inside and connect with what we need, focusing on our breathing and noticing how that breath flows through us is one way to stop and connect. Feeling the discomfort of stopping when we want to rush and unpacking that is another way to connect. In all of this, we were able to slow down, be present, and follow our higher power's plan. Prayer for the day. Higher power, I pay for patience. In this patience, allow me to realign with my values and be entirely present. Action for the day. I'll list 3 times when rushing has gotten me in trouble. How has my inability to pause led to a problem? I will take a moment to take a break. Alright, so I guess I'll probably address 2 of the things as they relate to me. The first one is meditation. It's a huge part of my life. I remember, what was it? It was like last year. You know how Spotify comes out with a list of like your top 5 artists and your top 10 songs and like what you listen to the most or whatever. And I listened to close to like 12,000 minutes of meditation. Meditation is a huge part of my life. Like, I do grounding, and I do all types of meditation: transcendental meditation, eating meditation, grounding meditation, sleep meditation, music meditation. Like, just all sorts, guided meditation. It doesn't matter if it's focusing on just trying to find inner peace and work on myself internally. I do it. I have countless yoga mats and blocks and like stuff to like Tibetan bowls, because I also do refuge and Dharma recovery. I meditate a lot. Like my sponsor was shocked. He was like, "You did almost 12,000 like." Sorry, I didn't mean minutes, hours. No, minutes. Yeah, 12,000 minutes of, I don't know, I'd have to look at my phone. It was something insane, because he was like, I did like 1,000. Excuse me, but I did a lot. So it would make more sense if it was minutes. So I did like 12,000 minutes of that, and then I listened to music for like, I don't know, 35,000 maybe minutes. I'm not sure. But yeah, I always listen to meditations to go to sleep, and I listen to meditations in the morning, and then I listen to meditations at lunch, and then if I need to take a break because work or life, people are getting too difficult, then I meditate. Now the last part, action for the day. Today I'll list 3 times when rushing has gotten me in trouble. How was my inability to pause led to a problem? I will take a moment to take a break. So I'm not necessarily a pause person. I'm a go, go, go person. And rushing has definitely got me into trouble in a lot of cases, because as my friends and family will say, is that like I slide into home plate on a lot of things. I don't with like anything like a startup. I just work day in, day out on that stuff. But like with school, like I'll just be like, whatever, like I'm just gonna read the material or do the problem set like right before it's due, and then I'll walk into the exam and I'll do my thing. And that always worked out. So that's not a good example. But me not pressing pause and being at experiments on time and being late was a problem. Me not showing up for or being late to PhD committee after I've been accepted to the schools was a problem. I missed a lot of them years ago. Let's see, what else? Where I didn't pause and it led to a problem. There's more. I'm more of a scholar and a gentleman, and I like courting women. I don't have a very large body count, to be completely honest with you. It's less than 10. That's probably oversharing, TMI. But they've all been my girlfriends since I was in high school. So I don't ever rush that. And I've never needed to pause there. I think I rush through my life sometimes. I'll be honest. I justify it by saying, oh, well, I've done X, Y, and Z, and I've earned X, Y, and Z, and that's an external thing. Or I've done X, Y, and Z, and I've done X, Y, and Z, but it's an external thing. But internally, like, I'm rushing. I'm rushing because personally, I don't think I have much time on this planet. And I think I already wasted a significant amount of time of it beating up my body. Now, fortunately, my like blood tests and my brain scans and everything have come back normal, whatever that may mean. But there's this sneaky suspicion that I have that like I'm not gonna be one of those people that's 100 years old or 97 years old. Like I think I've already lived half my life. I think I'm gonna go in the 50s, you know. So yeah, that's a scary proposition. Or at least not in the 50s, like 60s for sure. So all my friends tell me don't think like that. So I try not to think like that, but yeah, one of the other things I do is I definitely rush through life when I should hit pause. Yeah, so I guess that's at least my three things. In the comment section below, leave maybe your three things where you should have paused and not, just sped through it. We also have our Instagram tag recovery and our Twitter tag building hope. But for this, subscribe, like the videos, but most importantly for me are the comments, the newcomer and the individual with a lot of time. It's a mutually beneficial thing. It reminds me of where I never want to go back to, and I'll be using I statements, and maybe there'll be a way that I'll be able to, or another individual with time underneath their belt will be able to help a newcomer stay sober for 24 hours, and you'll help keep us stay sober for 24 hours, because that's all we have. We wake up each day, our feet hit the floor, and we fight for 24 hours, whether you have 40 years or 40 seconds. Like, you literally are still fighting for the same 24 hours. So yeah, the subscriptions and the likes, they're great and all, but it's really the comments and building the community that the accountability group is all about, and trying to save lives. So if we save just one life, that's a huge win for me, because I've lost too many people, way too many people. Anyway, I'm Josh of the accountability group, and I'm also an addict, and I'm wishing you a great day, and as always, stay safe, stay strong, stay sober.